Because if you wave dash into a Trank, you're asleep and you're the perfect sitting duck prey.
Oh, are they just going straight to Delfino?
And like,
I think the gentleman's Delfino.
Okay, no, if they're going to Delfino, I don't agree with it as a Luigi player. I would much rather go to Battlefield or something where Fizz does not get as much space. Because even though like Luigi gets space, there's only so much he can do with platforms. It's completely platform dependent. But Snake, on the other hand,
should move to the right a little bit just in case it goes to commentator camp. Because I realized I was out of camp.
Anyway, so yeah, like Snake just gets so much off the entire stage, and he lives for a long time. So anytime that he's going to be recovering, Kevin needs to end it right then. But his movement's completely dependent on platforms and the ground. Right?
Snake's recovery is also really hard for Luigi to do well with because it will always trade.
Oh,
Luigi will always get hit by it.
Not
because he doesn't have good disjoints.
Because like forward air and back air do really decent against it. It's not so much disjoints as range. Like he can hit through the.
Well, yeah, but he'll get poked a little bit by the electricity.
Maybe. I like.
Because I don't like how Snake electrocutes himself as he uppies.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if you were to trade Misfire with up B, he would get poked.
Misfire always wins that.
That's because he would get poked from it. He would trade, but he'd lose because it's negatively disjointed on his head.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, what I just want to say is, like, Fizz is going to be able to shut down parts of the stage here. And, I mean, it's just all dependent on how well Kevin.
You don't have consistent platforms,
and that was smart right there. As soon as he sees that mine, he goes out there and bombs it. But the hit stun from the shield let Fizz get away and plant another one. And that's the thing too is like like in 3.0 days especially, they got pointless to really do that against Fake Snake because you go over and blow one up, he's on the other side of the stage, puts another one down.
So can I just say one thing Fizz is a master of? He takes center stage, he keeps it.
Yes. And
he's like, this is my stage, but he just blew himself up with his own mind. It could be that poor priority.
Yeah, it's very important with Snake. And no, he'll still get blown up by his mind regardless of where he's on. Oh.
Did he just rage quit? Wait, what happened? Was that an accidental pause?
It was an accidental pause. I think he was mashing to wake up.
Oh, that's super unfortunate, but at least he got some percent in?
Yeah, well, he got some percent in, but yeah, just watch your buttons. I had done that on teams on accident.
This is why, actually, what I do is actually disable pause.
Well, I don't like disabling pause. I like putting hold pause on. Hold pause is good.
Even when I try like mash out of grabs, I've accidentally hit pause before. So it's like it's just don't do it for yourself.
Yeah, but hold pause it's like a full like
and hold
seconds.
Pause.
Yeah. Hold pause is what I would go for. Just because like you don't want to be playing a match and have to SD every time if you just doing hand warmers. Yeah. It's tedious. It takes a little too long.
Or you accidentally set the stock count to 99.
Ooh, and Fizz had that read on his backwards and he DI'd incorrectly, so he got that short. That was nuts.
Oh,
I don't think Fizz expected it. Well,
and he's also just trying to get the
the misfire.
Get the misfire on deck.
And Luigi's really well doing this. He's good at boxing. His jab 1, 2, and 3 come out quick. They're pretty decent for his range. And then he's still got forward tilt. He's still got down. I mean, down tilt's not so good. A lot of lag, but he's really good at boxing your character if you don't have a good range against him or if you're only good in the air.
Ooh, again, Strat ledge dashes far too often. Even when there is a mine, he'll still go for it.
I think that going for the ledge dash is important, but I think he had to have invincibility frames there.
Yeah.
And Fizz almost killed himself. I'm not sure if that was a tech play or what, but Kevin did a good job of saying, hey, what?
And Kevin's setting a message here. Like, he realized he technically SD'd at 50, or it was 70, right? He SD'd at 70. It's even.
Yeah, but you could probably blame that on Fizz's tech club or whatever that was.
Oh, yeah.
It was not the safest way to recover.
He missed the edge and got forward smashed.
Fizz has definitely lost the composure we saw him originally with, but he can still claim it back. I mean, he's still really good at this game.
Fizz is known for being a very consistent player. Like, when you play against him, it almost feels like fighting against a robot. He always reads you. He always takes he always does what's right.
He still makes mistakes at the same time, though. He's a really good player, but he's not.
He tries to throw him in the mine, and it works!
Yeah, he tried DIing out of that. You could tell by his reluctance to fast fall.
That was a sick play.
It was good. Well, that's the thing, too, is like with Snake, you don't have to blow up the mine. You can use them against him. And I think he should really try to close out these edge guards. That nade was perfect. It made it really risky. He couldn't just jump out there.
Ooh, goes for the misfire. Almost hits, actually, so I'm going to respect it.
I just think he's not used to Snake's trajectory completely yet, so...
Again, he's probably better off saving it, though, because now, all of a sudden... that was a really good disable. That's the second one he missed this game. He should probably reconsider, throwing in some forward airs, throwing in some up airs. Do safe damage. Third one he missed this game.
Well, like, I think that he's trying to edge cancel it for a mix-up. Because you can do that. You can edge cancel in the back air, down air, whatever you need to do.
And Fizz's motto against Luigi is don't let him get back on stage.
Well, you would do that for every character.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but Luigi especially.
Oh, yeah.
I also like how...
See, look, right there, he should not have just fireballed in place. I mean, Luigi's fire call camping does almost nothing to Snake. But he's got him down to last stock. He's doing really well against these mines, so let's see.
You see Strat playing Smart World, he uses spawn invincibility to disable the mines.
Yeah, well, that's come and go. Like, you can still disable mines by wave dashing into shield, right? But you don't have to do that. By doing that, you're actually kind of helping a Snake player because you waste your invincibility going to a mine that he could just plant somewhere else, right? You could have used invincibility to try to approach him with something invincible, and instead you blew up a mine that he probably wasn't going to use anyway.
So Strat,
or could have been used against him.
Oh, dash attack! Smash the guys out of it, and that's very unfortunate. Oh, that was almost game.
He knew he didn't have much time. He had to get that down. It's funny that the fire block thinks with that. Okay, so and that was nuts.
Sick play.
He took him out.
Ledge dash up B, just knew it was gonna hit. 4th time's the charm.
It's because he saw the mortar. Saw the mortar come out, and like usually with mortar, like you don't want to go in there because it's got like a hitbox when it first comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like then you get hit by the actual mortar. But that was really smart.
Strat
to be really
plays his matchup perfectly. Took care of the mine. Used the mine against him. Knew when to keep it, when to remove it.
Yeah.
Took center stage. Said Snake, I'm gonna abuse your.
So the
Snake has good recovery, but it's still exploitable, extremely exploitable. What's that Strat did? I'm impressed by what I saw.
It's exploitable. It's interceptable. Yeah. But like if you do it right, it's very difficult to kill Snake.
Oh yeah, because he keeps coming back. It's the never-ending cycle.
If you ever watched the Big Balk with a Flip versus June Grand Finals, Flip was in the winner's bracket because June had lost to Fresh, and whenever June had poor priority, and they went to Dreamland like I think almost every time. And every stock, every game, Flip lived about 200% every stock.
Thing is, I don't think the port priority affected that match too much.
No, not really, because that's because port priority is completely on grabs or something important like that, where he would take a hit stun. So I don't know.
We'll probably see Dreamland. Like I fully expect the Dreamland.
Reason why is because he can tech underneath the stage too.
I thought the logic was because Fizz is very confident on his edge guards against Luigi.
Well, yeah, but Luigi doesn't use the walls as Gafinos anyway. Like, he doesn't. He doesn't need to. He doesn't have a wall jump.
Commentator cam, let's go.
Yeah, we're on commentator cam.
We cannot see what's happening right now.
Either way, what I was talking about with Dreamland is I think that it's a little better for Snake than Delfino's. Well, like, it's not so much a wall he can tech towards, but he can tech underneath the stage. And that may not be the best tool, not in all of them, but it has a really high ceiling as well, too. And I think it might actually have longer boundaries, like horizontally.
Yeah.
So he's just going to live maybe a little longer. Maybe he won't die so early to Luigi up smash, or forward smash.
Who almost gets the jab grab, but doesn't turn around the grab.
We'll see if Kevin can close this out. He might, Gil might actually owe Kevin a controller. Yep. Gil had forgot about this, but he made a post saying that if you'd beaten any of the top 3 in bracket, he would actually purchase you a controller at a certain budget. But that was a really good up air. Let's drop up, or sorry, plat drop up there. And
there's
so
Strat.
He'd be loaded. He's good to go.
Even if he loses this, he's showing to Fizz saying that I can beat you. You may make me bracket demon. I might be like 0-14 with you, but I can do it.
The Strat can definitely do it. But like, there's another thing too. If you notice, as soon as he came back to life, he reset that mine. He blew up the mine, and Fizz put another one down, like at the frame that he touched the other one.
And that's still going to be a living Snake.
Yep.
His recovery. Oh!
See, that's what you want to do against Snake. You want to intercept him. That's what's important.
And you're not always, because Snake has that, his recovery distance-wise, insane.
No, definitely. Yeah. I mean,
like, he's usually going to be coming back, but if he can tack on some damage, it's worth it.
So I think he's doing a really good job with his startup thing. Like, okay, so like he's catching Fizz in all his startups, and that's really important. Like, he's not letting him breathe, and that's really important for a Snake, for Luigi.
I really like that misfire.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Again, Strat with stage control, but
yeah, I think he kind of has him scared to use Trank. That was good.
It's the spike hitbox of down air, and that's the stock.
But I think he has him scared to use Trank, to be honest. He just hasn't been using it that much, and actually Kevin's been really smart with his approaches. He's not just blindly wave dashing in.
And you saw
that was good.
Kevin has had many situations where he would have killed Fizz, but because the large blast zones of Dreamland, any other stage, he was dead. And this happened
Definitely.
this happened both stocks now. So the counter pick working really well in Fizz's favor right now.
Oh yeah. Like Luigi still does well on this stage because he can still recover from a lot of stuff. But as I was saying, the Snake's recovery is
like
nuts.
Luigi will not edge guard you too often, and Fizz, he's one of the most confident people I know in his edge guards.
Oh yeah, he's really great at it. Okay, he's gonna pop him backwards.
Ooh,
and you
Luigi.
can tell he's preparing for it there. I was wondering if he was gonna axe kick him, and it looks like he just got out of it fast enough.
Yep, that's the.
Ooh, I think he expected him to go further than that.
It's a bad situation to be in.
And he blew up.
But does despawn when Snake dies?
The C4 despawns in only two situations: if Snake dies, or if you're Zelda or Sheik and you switch to transform the other character.
Is that ever a good strategy though?
Yes.
Okay.
There's sets of Malachi versus Flip. Malachi being number 1 in New York, and whenever they play with each other, he often switches. Like sometimes he'll get C4 and he instantly switches, and he just deals with it because Snake actually doesn't have a really. Zelda does not have a bad time against Snake. Zelda's hitboxes and punish game pretty decent on him because he's such a good weight, and I mean Sheik really does really well edge guarding him. So either way, Kevin's keeping this really close with this Luigi.
Ooh,
right
was
now.
that misinput?
I don't know.
The up smash there? Is that a combo? Down
if,
up smash?
if he hits him with that first hit, yeah, that was an awesome power shield from. He like protected the mine basically, like you don't touch my son, and then it blew up anyway. But that was good. And
that was almost a power shield and Trank Dart.
That was really good. Ooh, that was nuts.
Again, on a smaller blast zone that would have killed.
Oh, okay,
See, in Dreamland, work against Strat so many times. See? Again, any other stage, that was dead.
On Delfino's, he was dead.
So, I feel like if Strat continues playing like this on his own counter pick... Oh! Dies to his own nade. Or mine.
Fizz is feeling it. He's taking time at the ledge. He knows he's got... Or he's
And
taking
if
time
Strat
up there.
wins this, he's guaranteed 5th.
Indeed. Well, I mean...
It's not over.
Yeah.
I mean, for either player. Either player could take... Oh.
There he goes.
Yep.
Oh, my. You got that misfire, too. Okay, so Fizz has got a really good setup here, but he smartly diffused the situation.
I feel like Fizz should have probably made a bigger effort to actually protect the mine there.
Maybe not.
Maybe just stood closer, just cover more options.
I wouldn't want to get hit by near that mine.
Well, not get hit near it, but he's on the other end of the stage. And I believe that's a bit too far away.
I mean, he was up on the top platform. So.
And Strat did not RNG well there and didn't get his misfire. Having a misfire on deck in this situation right now,
good.
Really useful. Like, essentially game defining here.
And notice how Fizz didn't even bother messing with that. So this could all be over if he can outrange him with the back
he's
air
stuck.
and up
He's
air.
stuck. Oh, never mind.
No, he's not stuck. It falls down. It won't stick to you.
Great air dodge recovery. Oh my god.
All Snake needs to kill. There's a back air. Ooh, but he's not killing yet.
Again, the counter pick finally working against Fizz.
And there it goes.
Okay. So,
but, all he needed right there was, a straight hitbox like that, or he actually could have up-thrown him and probably killed him, because Snake's up-throw is a kill throw.
This next match is Strat's counter pick. He played phenomenally that game, all things considered.
Well, the question is whether we're going to see a character pick from Fizz or not. Obviously, Strat's got this kind of matchup downloaded, and so, I mean...
he's checking all the right boxes. Fizz, he was on top of his edge guards. Got those really early kills where they mattered.
Yes.
And Strat, all of his kills were like post 150%.
Yeah, definitely.
All of them.
He was doing really well with trees. He was getting in before Snake.
Strat almost at like 50% more damage than Fizz did that game.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to be staying.
So I'm expecting.
And that one's already banned.
Yeah.
So.
What bans are we expecting here?
That's a good question.
Do we have DSR?
Well, first of all, he's not going to ban FD.
Do we have DSR, Dave's stupid rule?
Yes.
Okay, so you can't go back there.
Can't go back to Delfino's, yeah.
As I point to the screen and this. Okay.
I think he's definitely going to ban WarioWare. Maybe Fountain, but Snake actually is kind of decent on Fountain.
I think Snake usually wants Fountain.
And Luigi's movement is not very nuts on Fountain.
Strat told me he personally is not a big Fountain fan.
I don't doubt him not being a Fountain fan, so I don't think we'll be going there.
I'm not a Fountain fan, personally.
Okay, so he banned WarioWare. Fizz, Yoshi's Island Brawl is already banned. Okay. And Dave's stupid rule is a thing. Okay, so you got rid of FD?
Interesting. I don't know if they put the FD ban.
Or maybe
I feel like Luigi wants platforms.
Maybe, well, yeah, Luigi does want platforms for sure, but maybe he's worried about Kevin using his own mind against him. If he gets a grab, all he needs is a forward throw or back throw, and he gets him back into it, you know? Maybe that's what he's worried about, because he's been using it against him pretty well.
I feel like you don't want Sonic either, but...
He lost his 3rd stock against it, so...
if there was no DSR and I were Kevin, I'd go back to Delfino. Without Delfino,
he banned PS2. He
maybe Battlefield, but Battlefield's so good for Snake.
I don't know. It's really good for Luigi, too, actually.
I know.
And we're going to go to Smashville.
We're going to Smashville.
Interesting
pick. I don't know how I feel about this, because...
Well, I was talking to Kevin about Smashville, and he seems to like Smashville. Whenever when I play Luigi runs, I don't so much like Smashville, because I feel like it's another FD with like a top platform, but you don't get a whole lot of movement out of it, you know what I'm saying?
So Fizz holding center stage much better than on the Dreamland game right now. Oh, so the ledge invincibility destroys the mine. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, of course, it's invincibility.
Yeah.
That was really smart from him. See, Kevin's using shield really smart. He's not letting Fizz like go in. Fizz is kind of overextending too.
Fizz is playing a slower game, at least here, compared to games 1 and 2, though.
And he's not just running in with aerials. Yeah. That was a good punish.
I love that forward. Just because if this was the Delfino game, he missed all those uppies.
Yeah.
But him knowing that, hey, I can't even platform cancel on the stage.
Yeah. And that's what Fizz needed to do in Dreamland game. He did not. He was not challenging him with his high percent, and he didn't want to challenge him last stock. But Snake's back air and his recovery are good enough, so he can probably just honestly outrange Luigi after his misfire. And I'm glad that Fizz...
Strat's also playing scared right now. I'm not sure how that's working for him either. Like, he's almost playing too safe, if that makes sense.
Well, he wants the kill. That's what he wants. So he's trying to get like a grab. There you go. He's trying to get some kind of setup and do one of his kill moves. And see, that's something else that he capitalized on before in game 1.
Gets him during the reload.
Yeah, Fizz is laughing. He already knows that was a bad idea. Okay, so we get the down smash charge. Okay.
He's trying to position himself.
And he was really worried about getting hit by that Cyclone. Maybe PTSD at bad times.
You see them both players just whiff like 5 grabs.
So, I mean, I'm kind of seeing why Snakes will say that Luigi's a bad matchup. Like, as long as they're actively playing smart against the mine, it seems like it's actually kind of difficult for Snake to get good combos on Luigi, especially with that Nair. And with the combo, when he's just conscious, you know what I'm saying?
And Strat's doing really well playing around the gun, but right now Fizz solid lead, holding center stage.
Yeah, but
just he's just playing neutral right now, and Strat, I think he's playing too safe.
Well, Fizz is doing walls now, right? Yeah. He was in game 2. He was relying heavily on. Oh, look, he crouch canceled the option, but he was relying heavily on his projectiles to win the game. And Kevin was just playing really conservative, and so it actually kind of countered what Fizz was doing, and he clutched it out. But now he's playing like he's a wall character. And, you know, he's got his back airs, he's got his axe kicks out a little better. So.
Ooh, nice grenade Z-drop.
Yeah, it was, well...
What it did is set up for even if Strat hits me here, you can't follow up on it.
But even if he picks it up, it's kind of hard to counter-use the grenades against Snake. If you've ever seen Snake time at matches, watch them flip, but they're kind of annoying. Ooh, and that was a really good close ceiling of that last
Strat
stock.
can still take this, and he has misfire on deck.
Yep, he's a high percent, though, and...
Died for the balloon. The balloon just...
He actually might have lost his misfire there. Because it looks like he used it to try to get back to stage just now. And he might have just blown up. But, you know, he can still have another one. Random chance. So, what I like about what he's doing is he's playing very reactively, like interceptively to Snake right here. So,
I feel bad. This game
that was bad.
Was almost decided by a balloon.
Yeah.
Him deciding to... Got too greedy. Oh! Fizz with the SD.
It's okay. Fizz.
Oh, no, never mind.
It's not so much. It's Snake.
Yeah.
SD? No, I must blow my. The only SD is if you miss blowing yourself up. That's the SD.
If Strat doesn't take the stock, it's gonna be hard for him to come back.
See, he picked that up. That was bad. Ooh. See, he should have tried to sweet spot low, because then it wouldn't have hit him. He could have used his iframes to get past that mine, and
that was GG.
There it is. He lost. He was very close, but he lost. And I think Fizz.
He got overconfident when he was already behind. And he just didn't know how to get past the wall of Fizz.
Yeah. Well, I think that he kind of ran out of stamina there. He wasn't playing as conservative those last 2 stocks of his. And so he started getting hit by the mines. He started playing sloppy.
Okay, we have Fizz versus Xanon.